Angie here from Cultivating Cousins. Today I'm going to be topping some of my pepper plants. And the reason I do that is I live in a very windy area, for one, and I want the stem, the main stem of the plant, to get larger and stronger so that it can withstand those winds. And instead of getting taller, the plant will bush out more. So that will help with things like wind also, and scold, and it will help you produce more peppers. So what we do is we make sure we end up with at least 4 to 6 true leaves, and then we just cut the rest off, and I like to cut it at an angle. Somewhere, don't know who to give credit to, but somewhere I read that it was better to cut it at an angle versus straight across the top. They had some good reason for it, but you know, when you've been doing it this long, you don't remember where your original source was. So let's make sure we have at least 4 leaves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will cut off at an angle that top part. Very dramatic, very scary looking, even for me who has been doing this for years. I also wanted to show you, if you can see, this particular pepper plant. I'll pull it off. Here we go. This pepper plant was trying to produce peppers already, and that sounds wonderful. It sounds like you're getting a head start, but it's actually not a good thing when you've still got them in pots, or transplant pots rather. You don't want this to happen because it takes away from uh, root production and plant growth. Right now we want, especially now that we've cut it, we want it to really focus on developing roots and developing greenery. We'll leave that. So we're going to do that to everything. This one, I've heard this one is black Hungarian. I've heard that hot peppers, which this is, uh, like this even more than mild peppers do. So it's supposed to help the smaller varieties of like a hot pepper even more so. So we've got plenty of true leaves down at the bottom. So we're just going to cut this one at this angle. Very big difference here. That's a lot. And I promise you it'll be okay. So we're just going to go ahead and do that to most of our peppers. Might even be this entire tray. See as we go. There we go. That one might have only have 3 true leaves, but that's okay. I mean, it'll survive. I'm sure it will. There we go. End of the video, I will snap a photo to give you a top view of this and show you how drastic this looks. This one I'm going to let go a little while. It's still pretty close and a tight area for cutting in there, so I'm not going to cut that one at this time. Same with this one. Just not going to cut that one at this time. Neighbors are doing some construction. Don't know if you can hear that going on. This one is pretty close. These leaves are not the best, so I'm going to let that grow a little longer. I have never done this this time of year. I always start my peppers so early that I actually end up doing this in March. So this is a first for me. So it seems a little scary to, I'm going to let that one sit. to do that this close to planting season. I still have a good 4 weeks, but I'm used to having these ginormous plants. These away. I'm going to give you an overhead shot. We'll be back in just a second. Here is what we chopped off. That's quite a bit of greenery. And here is what they look like afterwards. We'll check back in about 2 or 3 weeks and see how they're doing. Thanks for watching.